step into the turbulent age when poets, painters, and rebels rewrote the rules of feeling and imagination. Beat. The story of Romanticism is as storm-lit and thrilling as any Gothic cliffside. 1. Revolution in the air. Historical sparks, Romanticism ignites in the wake of the American and French revolutions, and Duncan opens with the gunpowder smell of 1789. Beat. Monarchies tremble, streets ring with slogans of liberty, equality, and brotherhood. Amid the chaos, young writers feel history crack open, giving them permission to dream beyond the Enlightenment's neat equations. Beat. Shows how William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, strolling the French countryside, first hailed the revolution as a dawn of human potential. Emphasis. Freedom becomes the new muse. Even nature appears wilder, less trimmed by reason. Yet, as the guillotines rise, early optimism curdles into disillusion. Beat. This tension, between ideal and reality, will haunt romantic art for decades. Threads letters, diaries, and early poems to map the mood swing, revealing how Shelley's radical pamphlets and Byron's celebrity defiance form one long echo of revolutionary hope mixed with dread. By grounding lofty verses in real political upheaval, insists that Romanticism is not escapism, but a fierce response to its time. 2. Nature as mirror and oracle. Turn the page, and landscapes suddenly speak. Beat. Romantic writers treat rivers, mountains, and storms as extensions of the psyche. Wordsworth's Lake District, rendered in Wu's vivid commentary, becomes a sounding board where loneliness, joy, and memory reverberate. When he lies on a hill above Tintern Abbey, he hears the still sad music of humanity, and decodes each line as an argument that outer beauty heals inner wounds. Beat. In Germany, Caspar David Friedrich paints a tiny monk facing a vast sea of fog. Juxtaposes the canvas with Goethe's wanderings over the Harz mountains, suggesting a shared intuition that nature discloses spiritual truths unavailable in church pews. Beat. Emphasis, sublime, is the key word. A delicious terror felt before cliffs, storms, or infinity. Relates Edmund Burke's philosophical treatise on the sublime to Mary Shelley's alpine scenes in Frankenstein, where glaciers dwarf humans and unleash existential dread. Whether comforting or terrifying, nature is never mere backdrop. It is Romanticism's chief oracle, and teaches us to read its trembling script. 3. The creative genius and the cult of self. From these wild vistas emerges the lone artistic genius, Beat. Devotes a central chapter to the romantic reinvention of authorship, the belief that the poem or symphony pours straight from a singular soul, unrepeatable and unruled. Lord Byron storms salons with his Byronic hero persona. Beethoven smashes conventions with symphonic thunder. Goya etches nightmares that authorities dare not censor. Each embodies what calls the mythology of the emphasis individual, Beat. In earlier ages, art honored patrons and tradition, but the Romantics place the self at the universe's glowing core. Coleridge's Kubla Khan, drafted in an opium haze, becomes Wu's emblem of creativity as dream vision. Meanwhile, Keats' odes prove that intensity, not longevity, measures greatness. He writes, "Beauty is truth while coughing blood." Tempers admiration with critique. The cult of genius can slip into narcissism, and women writers like Mary Robinson or Felicia Hemans often find themselves excluded. Yet the allure persists. Artists as prophets, suffering so ordinary mortals may glimpse eternity. 4. Dark doubts and lasting echoes. Every blaze leaves ashes, and Wu's final section surveys Romanticism's twilight. Beat. The Industrial Revolution darkens skies with soot. Cities swell, forests shrink, and child labour replaces pastoral innocence. Blake's dark satanic mills are no metaphor. Wu cites factory records to show the new reality pressing on imaginations. Faced with mechanized progress, some romantics retreat. Others, like John Clare, record ecological grief in precise verses. Meanwhile, scientific discoveries, geology unseating biblical timelines, Darwin hinting at evolution, shake faith in divine design. A mood of doubt spreads, captured in the haunting chord of Schubert's late quartets and the spectral glow of Turner's sunsets, beat. Yet even as the first wave fades, its echoes shape modernity. Wu ends by tracing lines from romantic rebel hearts to today's environmentalism, civil rights lyrics, and blockbuster fantasies. The movement's darker undercurrents, alienation, melancholy, the emphasis, uncanny, prefigure Freud and film noir. Thus, Romanticism does not die. It mutates, a restless spirit haunting every age that dares to feel more deeply than it can explain.